And doesn't hurt to have, like you said, without the top in Florida and all the.
Yeah, it's nice. Most of the time for us, it's nice just to be. I don't want to say it's nice to be topless, but it is nice to be topless. So.
Of course.
I had a chance recently to chat with Paul Pryor, who's one of our, I think, our most valuable guest, MVG. He's done some great builds and has been on the show a few different times. Great guy. But when I was down in Florida in January, just after the PGA show, I had a chance to look at his custom build called Stomper. It's a club car onward. Fantastic build. Welcome to Golf Karting TV. Let's jump in and take a look at Stomper with Paul Pryor.
Hey guys, I'm here with Paul Pryor from Angry Goat Custom Karts in DeBary, Florida. Paul, welcome back to the show. You're a frequent guest. You've got some great stuff. Love having you on here. Tell us about your most recent project here.
How you doing, Matt? Thank you again for having us back. This is my build I call Stomper. It is started off as a 2020 fleet car Tempo, and we decided to do a little bit of a build for the PGA show houses to run around on and show off some stuff. Want to do something a little bit different since we've been doing so many little race cars. So we took this one here. It's a stock 2020 Tempo. We Liquid Lenny's did a killer job on the flame, kind of rat rod sort of looking matte black body. We put a Jake's Long Travel front suspension and rear suspension on it with coilovers and all that. Decided to go with the Mods 10-inch by 10-inch wide 14x10s Assassin wheels, and we had them custom painted because they're only available in silver right now. Everything's back ordered, and silver wasn't going to work on the car. These are some 28x10s that we've managed to fit underneath here. We actually had to lower the suspension down in the front because it was kind of looking like the Carolina Squad a little bit in the back. So to kind of even it out, put the fender flares on. The All Sports windshield turned out really cool. It's kind of I'm really liking the not having the tops on them lately, especially being in Florida. We also use the Magic seats and Mods steering wheel. The heart of it is all the Navitas 5K system, 600 amp controller, and the 73.6 volt Bolt Energy beast. And it, especially with the 28-inch tires and that Navita system, this cart will flat get it.
How fast are you going?
We've had this one going 52. So we haven't even played with the settings or anything on it yet. So we're still just breaking it in.
Yeah.
We also got something pretty neat on the back. It's a brand new company called Goat Box Co. They're making these cool new coolers that kind of fit the theme of this cart here, I thought, pretty well. They also make ones that have dry storage in them, which is really pretty neat.
And you just got that custom strapped in?
Yeah, we built some turnbuckles and kind of make it all kind of, machinery kind of look to it. Something else. We got underneath it. We've got all the Sound Extreme underglow and the Sound Extreme whips. We will be adding Sound Extreme tower speakers to it too. So give us some tunes. Just got to get it in. We've also got a double take Century dash and custom floor mat. It's been a lot of fun.
And you did this was a kind of a PGA show build? Yep. So you brought it out to the PGA?
Yeah, we brought it out to the PGA show. This was at the Navitas house and kind of on display over there, and went to run around with it. But the weather for PGA, as everybody who knows who went knows, it was cold and wet and just not very conducive to driving around in a big lifted cart with no top.
With no top, right.
Yeah,
right.
So it sat till the last day.
Well, it is beautiful. And so tell me,
thank you.
I know you mentioned, but this is not a wrap. This is
It is not a wrap. It is all paint. And like I said, Liquid Lenny's out of Odessa, Florida. He does all of our custom paint work, and he kills that. The funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, I didn't know it was going to be matte. I actually thought it was going to be a gloss. And when I saw it, I said, oh, it's matte. And he says he does all the kind of rat roddy sort of, paint jobs in the matte. Offered to clear it for me, but or to re-clear it in a gloss, but I liked the matte so much, I just left. I said, no, it's perfect. That was all on him. I wouldn't have thought of it, and I think it turned out great.
It did. I love that. I mean, it's different than most that are out there, which is very cool.
We call this one Stomper because when I was a kid, we used to have these little trucks that we used to play with, and they were little trucks with great big wheels, and we'd race them against each other, and we called them Stompers. And so with this thing was kind of coming to life, I thought it's kind of cartoony looking, and it's kind of with a little body and the great big wheels and tires. So it just looked to me like a Stomper, so that's what we called it.
That's perfect. And doesn't hurt to have, like you said, without the top in Florida and all the.
Yeah, it's nice. Most of the time for us, it's nice just to be. I don't want to say it's nice to be topless, but it is nice to be topless. So.
Of course. Paul, well, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming out. And
I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you again for another interview, and have a safe trip back home. And it was great seeing you.
Thanks, man.
I hope you got as much kick out of that as I did. Truly impressive. I mean, the creative skills, the ability to do what he does, do something a little bit different than some of the more recent builds, and what you see out there. Love seeing something different. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for paying attention and watching and sticking around for Golf Karting TV. Really appreciate you. Hopefully you will be back here next Wednesday at noon for our next episode. See you then.